Good evening to all. It's 8 p.m. It's already 5 minutes past 8. And we are on Bengal Volunteers' VERITAS. As you know, the VERITAS is a Latin word and it means truth. And in this show, we do concentrate on various issues and various subjects to find out the truth, to determine the truth, what is going on, what is going around us, and what we don't know and what we should know, and what's the future ahead. In all these views, we do organize special shows on every Saturday, either in English or Bengali. Today, our subject is struggles and evolution of Hindutva. As you may know, that the Hindu social nationalism or Hindutva is an enormous school of thought, and within it there are differences as well. There is the Bengal school of thought, the Maratha school of thought, the Savarkar school of thought, the Golwalkar school of thought. And once upon a time, there used to be the Punjabi school of thought till Lala Lajpat Rai and his successors were present at the time in Punjab. But unfortunately, it's not no more. But certainly, the Savarkar school of thought is vibrant, it's still present, and according to many, there are lots of differences between different schools of thought. What are those? And what should be done to make the future of the Hindus secure in this country of India? You may know that whether it's 1910 or 2023, as has been said by Jesai Deepak a few days back, the situation is just the same. There's nothing been any difference. It's almost the same, and the persons have changed, and the Hindu consciousness have gone down. According to many, it's gone down by the drain, while to many it's still alive, and lots of efforts are being done, lots of efforts are being given to make it more lively. I mean, all these things, we are confused. We are trying to know what's going on. And to understand it from very close quarters, today we are going to have this special discussion. We have a very two honorable guests with us. One is Mr. Somen Sengupta, the noted columnist. He is going to enter the studio after a few minutes from now. And we do have with us Satyaki Savarkar. Satyaki Savarkar happens to be the grand nephew of Vinay Damodar Savarkar and the grandson of Gopal Godse. If anyone is not familiar with the name of Gopal Godse, he might be said that Gopal Godse happens to be the brother of Nathuram Vinay Godse. And Gopal Godse also had a long duration behind the jails regarding the Gandhi murder. And we do have with us Mr. Somen Sengupta, the noted columnist. He was with us in a show before. Thanks to both of you for honoring us to be on this occasion. So, Satyaki, I would like to know from you. But as I've been saying, that there are lots of differences between the Hindu schools of and everything. Well, yesterday I was just going through India Today show that I know that, and many of us know that you have filed a defamation suit against Rahul Gandhi over his comment in London. Can you please say in detail what's the matter in entirety?
Exactly. So, first of all, I would like to thank you, Animitra, for inviting me. Somenji, namaste. And
नमस्ते
to
नमस्ते
all the
अपन कैसे हैं आप
Me theek hai.
Please.
So, thank you so much. So, I'll proceed. Uh, Rahul Gandhi, he went to England in the month of March after finishing up Bharat Jodo Yatra, and there was one gathering which was arranged by Indians staying in England, and from that stage, he was addressing like, well, you are making progress, and you are making India proud. Unnecessarily, he pulled Swatantraveer Savarkar's name in that. Okay, there was no reason. There was absolutely no reason for that. And what he quoted is that Savarkar and his friends were beating up a Muslim man, and Savarkar was enjoying the same. And further, he quoted that Savarkar has written this in his book. The Hindi statement is उनकी किताब में उन्होंने लिखा है. And then he criticized, see, he was a coward. So this is the ideology of RSS or Swatantra Veer Savarkar. So
স্ক্রিনটা খুব
this
বাজে
was
লাগছে,
a
দুজনের
deeper
হোয়াইট
message.
স্ক্রিন তো তোমারটা এই লম্বা, একটু ঘুরিয়ে নিলে তা ভালো লাগে, এটা খুব
The entire scene which he
Yes,
has
please.
described, he had described, is totally false. There was not such event in the entire life of Veer Savarkarji, uh, and he tried to defame the image. Okay, we all know how a great leader he was. He was a visionary, but for Rahul Gandhi, he is not able to understand the greatness of Veer Savarkar, and he continuously tries to defame them anyhow. So I filed a case against him, and the current situation is that uh, we appeared thrice in these 4 months. The first hearing was on 18th of May. The Honorable Court uh, listened to us, and they the Honorable Judge uh, given a cognizance about it. The next date was recently in July. Uh,
Mm,
Honorable Judge wanted us to produce the evidence of the transcript and uh,
mm,
the media links and everything. So we gave all the proofs we had. Today, I was in the court. The next date was supposed to be 30th of August, but somehow the app shows it is on 7th of August. So I went to the court, and I found it something is fishy. Maybe the honorable judge is pressurized. I don't know the reason, because the judge, honorable judge, is not acting as per the penal codes or as per the due process. Okay, so I filed an application once again along with the affidavit to move the case from JFMC to the sessions court. So that's the current stage. We are waiting for the decision of the, what we can say, it's the office of principal district judge. uh,
mm,
he gives his decisions as to where the case shall go henceforth.
mm.
So we are waiting for his decision to give us the justice and move the case to the appropriate court, so that we can put forward our opinion about Rahul Gandhi.
So
So
has
that is
there
the
been
current stage.
any answer from the other side?
No, because they are sort of analyzing the proofs. They are sort of the
Mm,
scrutiny is going on.
mm.
No summon or no notice has been issued to Rahul Gandhi. So there
Okay.
is no question of
Okay.
him appearing right now, but
Mm,
sooner
mm.
he will be he has to appear in the court.
So what's the repercussion of this your struggle across Maharashtra? So Maharashtra happens to be the bastion of Savarkar's ideology and
Yeah.
Savarkar. Okay, so I'd like to know what's the repercussion of this struggle of yours in the whole Maharashtra.
See, first thing is that the uh, the hatred about Savarkar
Mm,
is not new. Okay, it has
mm,
been in the past. All the leftists, they have their own propaganda of portraying Savarkar as communal and everything. Uh, but the orators or the researchers, they should have focused on these aspects of his Hindutva, his social work. They did not, unfortunately, and they were, in their speeches, they were only talking about Abhinav Bharat,
mm.
his work in Britain, then Andaman, and that's it. So the question still remained even after 4 5 generations after Savarkar's death, that what did he do after? Andaman. What did he do after Andaman? Did he really
mm,
fight against Britishers? So it is now our duty to focus on his social revolutionary work in Ratnagiri and his Hindutva. Now the repercussions are like there are mixed emotions.
mhm,
There is support and there is criticism. And
mhm,
you can see whenever I post on Facebook or on Twitter,
mhm,
uh, there are number of people appreciating the post and number of people criticizing or sending a lot
mhm,
of emojis which are
mhm.
unbearable. Okay, uh, the thing is that the, nobody knows what a humongous work he has done in his Ratnagiri's stay, and that's why, from the point of view of a criticizer, they just do a trolling. Okay, they do not know what he has done, and the critics are like powerful. They handle every social media handle, and they are becoming powerful. So it is kind of difficult for our generation to put forward what a great work he has done in Ratnagiri and or after Andaman rather, and what efforts he has taken politically to achieve the freedom. So the repercussions are like a mixed bag emotion. It is.
Because
This
Satyaki, I'd like to know, you have
this
just said
narrative.
that they are becoming powerful. What's the meaning? They're becoming powerful. How are they becoming powerful?
uh, that's the question. It is very difficult to answer, because what happens is that whenever Hindutvawadi or the right wing
Mm,
people uh, put forward a tweet or
mm,
even they put a post, the reach has reduced. We are not sure
mm,
how
mm,
the algorithm works in the background, but
yeah.
in other cases wherein the
Mm-hmm.
critics they put a message and it goes viral. Okay,
Agreed. Agreed completely.
many
Agreed. Agreed. Hmm.
uh,
Please go on. Yeah, please continue. Please continue.
oh, okay, sorry. So it is a pain of right wingers that whenever
Mm,
they put a tweet on the social media platform or
mm,
put a Facebook post, the reach goes down. Many of the accounts are being blocked. Okay, we don't know the reason. Many of us are getting notices from either YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the social handles. So that is why I am saying that the other side, the critics are gaining power. Okay, they are gaining upper hand, and that's because of
okay.
the background algorithm how it works.
Okay. So, I would like to know from you that Bala Sahib had a profound veneration to Veer Savarkar. Okay, Bala Sahib Thackeray. And now the
Yeah.
government of India, especially Modi ji, is also putting up the same ideology, the ideologues of Hindutva like Veer Savarkar before us. So, do you
Mhm.
think something has changed, or something is being changed, or there is any hope for the betterment in the future? Or the same struggles must continue in this manner? What do you think?
See, the thing is that Balasaheb Thackeray, he was a staunch follower of Hindutva ideology. He was graceful and he was really witty when it comes to politics, right? His You must have heard his speeches.
Yeah.
So he used to create waves. Huh? Uh, Coming back to Modi ji, like we had a really good hope when he became the prime minister of India in 2014 with full majority. uh, we wanted him on that place. He got it, and we thought that yes, now it's going to be uh, what sort of the walk on the cake, we can say, like
Mm,
now the burning issues like jihad, the Naxalism are going to end soon. But the thing is that some of his policies are not going in the direction where they should go at rapid pace. So some of the challenges are not addressed, like jihad, what I just told. uh, we are having burning issues when it comes to Mewat, which is very recent, from Vrindavan and Mathura of Uttar Pradesh. A week back, several Rohingyas were arrested. Several Bangladeshis are still getting infiltrated in our motherland. So these are real challenges. Okay, uh, come back to Yogiji. Now, how he deals with the problems. He is destroying everything of a terrorist, of a jihadi. He is not showing any kind of mercy. So, what I feel from the bottom of my heart is that we should have a unique or universal education system, not any religious educational system in India, which is going to continue hatred towards Hindus, towards Kafirs. We should ban such activities, and we should teach people the history of uh, of India in a way that how our kings were.
Mm.
Mughals are invaders. Lodi, Babar, and everybody were they were invaders. They tried to destroy India. They tried to destroy Hindus. But now it is time to rewrite. People are coming with proofs, evidences. It is the duty of our government to consider these evidences and change the tactics or change the syllabus from the school level. Then only we can save the next generation and the generations thereafter. Without this, I don't see any hope. If this continues the way it is going, I don't see any hope. But unfortunately, it will end up in civil wars.
Well, Satyaki, that for the last 10 years, the Modi government has been in the government in Delhi. Okay, it has been in power. There are some issues, there are certain problems, but what that means what urges my soul is to ask you that you have come out from a legacy of Hindu Mahasabha, and now you're
Mhm.
seeing also a predominance of Hindutva across India. There is a predominance, there's no doubt to it. There
Yeah,
is a
there
predominance.
is
Okay,
there is strong undercurrent as well.
Sagarapur, but do you find any difference between Savarkar's Hindutva and Modi's Hindutva at this moment?
Uh, See, politically speaking, we need to know who is Hindu for Swatantraveer Savarkar. He
Hmm.
has put forward a definition of Hindu. Asindu Sindhu Paryanta, Yasya Bharata Bhumika, Pitrubu Punyabhushchaiva, Savair Hindu iti Smrita. So the meaning is straightforward. Asindhu, that means from Sindhu Nadis, the river Sindhu till Sindhu. That means the end of our southern coast, right? What we
Hmm.
can say. So from river Sindhu till the sea, Indian Ocean, the land is called as Bharat. Yasya Bharata Bhumika. That means a person will be known as Hindu of, I mean, the land shall be Pitrubhu and Punyabhu of that person.
Hmm.
So Pitrubhu is the land of our forefathers, and forefathers, which means not limiting to three generations back, four generations back. It is definition or the concept of forefathers for Veer Savarkar was the people or the Gyani or Rishi monk who established our Sanskriti on the banks of river Sindhu. They are our common forefathers. That is their land is my land, because I am heir of them. I am their successor.
Hmm.
So According to Veer Savarkar, we have a common thread. We share a common thread of same blood. The blood in their veins is the same blood flowing into my veins. So they are
Mm,
my ancestors. Their land is my land, and that's why I am Hindu. Now, this is first aspect of Pitrubhu. The next
mm,
aspect is of Punyabhu. A simple word which can go nearby the word of Punyabhu is holy land. It is the birthplace of the preaching or Tattvajnan. What is the birthplace of your Tattvajnan? Whether it can be Vedic, Vaishnav, Shaiva, Shaktapantheya, or Bauddha, Jain, Sikh, Arya Samaji, Brahmo Samaji, any Tattvajnan you take, India is the birthplace of that Tattvajnan. So the followers of all these religions, what we can say, or panth, we can say, are called as Hindus. So there are two criterias, Pitrubhu and Punyabhu. The land of ancestors shall be India, and the holy land shall be India. So this is how he had defined Hindu. His Hindutva was unification of all the Hindus, and his Hindutva did not teach hatred. You must have gone through his speeches when he was the president of Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha. He gave
mm.
7, 8 speeches, and he was continuously stating that we need what we can say a, a book or a constitution wherein everyone will enjoy the equal rights. Okay, he was pro democracy, but having said that, he was totally against appeasement. He had appealed Indian Muslim that you should have Kemal Pasha as your icon. Okay, not any Maulavi, not anyone, but Kemal Pasha, who left the Sharia law and the holy book of Quran, who left it as is, and he implemented penal codes. So he wanted Indian Muslims to be pragmatic. He wanted Indian Muslims to be progressive by the way of adopting science and not adopting the religious book. He appealed to Hindus the same thing. But today, what we are observing is that uh, Modi ji is going places. He is also visiting mosques. He is also visiting conferences, and he is uttering verses in Quran. And according to him, the holy book uh, gives the I mean message of peace. Okay, the holy book gives message of peace. He is uttering many verses from Quran, and I think he has not read it, or someone who is giving him the references has not read it properly. If we study, if we study the holy book of Quran along with hadith in Arabic, or you may go and read the translation in English, you will come to know the truth about it.
Certainly,
It is
certainly.
wide open.
So, according to you, there is a considerable difference of the definition of Hindu, even that's of between that's of Savarkar's Hindutva and Modi's Hindutva. Okay. Now I would, before I request Somen that to step in, I would like to ask you that as far as the Hindutva is concerned, after the Bengal school of thought, Savarkarji penned in 1923 Hindutva. Before in 1992 or 3, the Hindutva word was coined by Nagendranath Bose in Bengal. Before that, by Bankim Chandra. We do all know it. But as far as the Hindutva is concerned, when we are talking of economic policies and everything, we do know that the Hindu economic thinking moves around the concept of a welfare state, welfare nation. Okay, when the state provides the opportunities and the citizens in return submit the taxes and everything. That's the condition of the loyalty. And we do know that how Dattapan Singh Gauriji had confrontations with Vajpayee in 1999, 2003 over this concept of economics and special economic policy and everything. So do you think the last 10 years, the Hindutva Brigade, the way they are tilting towards the righteous path of open market economy, they have left behind the original or traditional Hindu concept of economics, or whether this new brand of Hindutva is not interested in the old concept of Hindutva? What do you say?
Okay, like talking about make in India and everything, you're asking from that direction.
Well, I'm asking that not only that, but also the tendency, the way the capitalist bloc is being endured, the capitalist bloc is being venerated. But according to many, the welfare measures are getting neglected in India. So, do you think that the original Hindutva policies, economics that was at the time written in the age of Savarkar or even the following decades are falling behind, or this brigade of this concept of Hindutva has hardly relation to that sort of Hindutva in the past?
So whatever I have read about Veer Savarkarji's Hindutva, he was pro-machine era. Okay, he always advocated that we shall go ahead and use machines because he has segregated uh, work, uh, uh, like whatever I like, I can do is what I can call it as work. Okay, if I like what I can do, then I will be able to spend my uh, prestigious time on something else. But if I'm not getting time in what I'm doing, then that is going to hamper me a lot. Now with the help of science and technology, we can change the picture. So he was for the machine era, and I think the way the things are getting handled, Savarkar would have been happy about the progress that India is making about
Fine,
the
fine.
technological field.
Okay. So, do you think that the mantra of Savarkarji, that's Hinduized politics and militarized Hindutvam, is still relevant in India at this moment? Do you think?
Absolutely relevant. Absolutely,
How? How?
because without militarization, I don't see there is any other alternative for Hindus to survive.
Hmm. Okay. So Dr. Balakrishna Shivram Munje, and who happened to be the guru of Savarkarji, had also opined for a stubborn military education in India. And for that reason, the Voslem Military School of Academy, I think in Nasik now, at least Nasik,
Yes,
was
yes, it is in
open
Nasik.
was open with lots of aspirations. But in
Correct.
the following decades, the same school of thought, or the military school of thought, the military nationalism, was not followed neither by the Congress, not to speak of the lefts and everything. But do you think uh, conscription as a discipline is necessary for the Indians in this extremely changing world to exist? Do you think conscription is necessary? As, according to the Savarkar school of thought.
Uh, yes. See, the thing is that why do we give up on weapons?
Mm,
It is my question. Now we teach our children to dance. We teach our children to sing. We
mm,
teach our children to play cricket, football,
mm.
and many other games. But unfortunately, we do not teach them to handle weapons. I mean, why? We were uh, shocked. I mean, we were Shakti Pujak, Shakti Upasak. What has happened to us that we are giving up on such an important aspect? And teaching a weapon, obviously, it will make you mentally and physically fit. Okay, that's what Savarkar wanted, a mentally and physically fit next generation. Not only next, pass it on to the coming generations. So uh, we are like neglecting that particular aspect of our life, which is very important. And if we look at our enemies today, they are handling swords, they are handling iron rods, they are pelting stones. Now they have modern weapons in their hands, like AK-47. You must have heard news about Mewat, what has
Yeah,
happened.
certainly, certainly.
There was firing. Now, during the COVID era, they were throwing bombs, and I always do read news about Bengal. I get to see several videos that uh, it is burning, and we are sitting on a time bomb.
Yeah, definitely.
What what more I can say? We shall learn, or we shall teach our children to handle weapons. I myself, I am going to teach my two kids the sword. Okay, I'm enrolling them. So let's start it. I mean, we shall become Kshatriyana. That's the need of the hour.
Thank you. So I would like to ask Somenda to step in now. Somenda, please, if you can hear me. Well, before stepping in, I request you to throw some light on the wonderful relations or the role played by Savarkar ji in 1939's Pune conference and rocked the entire Bengal at the time. If you can please start from there.
Okay, firstly, thank you, Animitro, for having me here. And
Yeah,
thank you, Satyaki, for joining us from Pune.
yeah.
Let me tell you, once upon a time, Pune was my city also. I stayed in Pune little more than a year. And let me tell you, I met Nana Godse, your mama, I believe, right? Not
Yes,
on
yes,
any political issue. He was an engineer with PWD, if I'm not wrong, and I
yes,
was
yes.
working with a cold chain company. So he came to my cold store. I was the manager there, and he did not
Okay,
tell me that he is son of Gopal Godse. But when he gave me his visiting card, I asked him, "It's a very famous surname you have, and in Pune city,
uh-huh.
one day I will meet Gopal Godse." Then he very politely told me I am his son. And one day I
Oh,
even gone to meet Gopal Godse, but I was not
I
being
see.
allowed to see him, and I was
Mhm.
being told you come on 15th of November. That day he meets
Right,
everybody. So
right.
that's the somehow a very thin relation I have with your family. But
Absolutely, sir.
after that we
Absolutely.
were never in touch. Mr. Nana
Okay.
Godse is still there.
Unfortunately, he expired
He
2 years
explains.
back.
He was your mama, right?
He was my mamaji.
Okay,
Yes.
now coming to what Satyaki was talking, it was very enlightening what he was saying at the first stage. One thing is very clear, Animitro, that in this country, everyone loves to abuse Savarkar. No one loves to study Savarkar. यही
Hmm.
प्रॉब्लम सबको सावरकर को गाली देने में बड़ा मस्ती है बट किसी को सावरकर के बारे में पढ़ने का कोई अवसर नहीं है I have seen lot many people going to prestigious college like Presidency College and St. Xavier's College. They are abusing Savarkar because Savarkar tendered its apology. But if you ask them two questions about Savarkar, they don't have an answer. And this particular narrative was very, very cleverly created by Nehru backed left historians. There is no doubt about that. And we have to accept that their efficiency of creating a false narrative is excellent. There is no debate on that. You people, me, or anybody who reads history with a new perspective, with an honest perspective, cannot win with a leftist historian who is having an agenda. They are winner everywhere. They are winner. I recently gave a post that many communists who have seen Savarkar in his lifetime, they were extremely respectful to Savarkar. And I gave example. I gave example of
Certainly. Please give examples.
Maharashtrian people are like Dange, Amrita Dange. Dange was a CPI leader. He was
Hmm.
extremely respectful to Savarkar. I give the example of Mayor of Bombay, Miraskar, Dattatreya Miraskar. He was a CPI leader. He was a mayor of Bombay when he was alive, and Savarkar was also alive. On behalf of Bombay municipality, Savarkar was given a civic reception by a communist mayor. After Savarkar's demise, who was the first person to say that there should be a proposal to share condolence on that?
Dr. Hiren Mukherjee. Yeah.
Hiren Mukherjee, CPI, the leader from Bengal, and it was supported by a leader from Maharashtra. So,
And not only, Sumendra, just a minute, not only that, when Savarkarji was released finally in 1937, according to Mary, the first person who went and met him was none but M.N. Roy. M.N. Roy went there to meet him.
M.N. Roy was the
Manevendranath Roy,
main
yes.
organizer. You see, when Savarkar was given a reception in Bombay after his release from Ratnagiri, M.N. Roy was the main organizer of that, the founding father of Communist Party of India. And M.N. Roy wrote in his book that Savarkar is my hero. When Savarkar came out of jail, two leaders who congratulated him, one was Jawaharlal Nehru, one was Subhash Chandra Bose. Now, this particular thing, left historian will never let you know. And everything is in public domain. It is not that it is nobody can find it in archive. Everything is in domain. In newspaper, in police report, in agency report, everywhere it is there. Now, this is the biggest problem of understanding Savarkar. Number one. Number two, what Satyaki said, that Rahul Gandhi passed a remark like that, there was no need of it. You see, when Rahul Gandhi was doing his Bharat Jaro Jatra, when he entered Maharashtra, the first thing what he said, that I am not a Savarkar, I am a Gandhi, I will not tender my apology. The entire thing messed up his potentiality in Maharashtra. After that, you see the acceptance of his yatra, what he got in other states. In Maharashtra, it was not like that. In Maharashtra, abusing Savarkar in today's scenario and just passing through is not that easy. I am not saying that people are fanatic. I am saying now people are extremely aware there is a parallel narrative coming to challenge the narrative of left. And I am telling you, very soon, in next 25 years, I may not be alive after 25 years, you people may alive. In the next 25 years, this new narrative will overpower Nehru's narrative, left's narrative. It's going to happen because now everything is in digital. Sitting in a small house of Pune, Satyaki can see what is in the archive of statesmen in Calcutta. And sitting in a small room in Calcutta, I can see what is in the archive of Kesri and Maratha in Pune, right? So things are very easy right now. Number one. Number two, if you look at two biography of Savarkar, what we have recently read, one is by Vaibhav Purandhare and one is by Vikram Sampath.
Vikram Sampath, yeah. Right.
Vaibhav Purandhare, he's a Maharashtrian. Vaibhav Purandhare is a Karnataki. He's a Maharashtrian, right?
I think he's from Maharashtra. Okay.
He's Maharashtrian.
He's a Maharashtrian. So the advantage of Vaibhav Purandhare was being a Maharashtrian and Marathi being his mother tongue, he could have gone for his research various reports and literary work of Savarkar in Marathi, which we were not aware of. I was never aware of, apart from being a revolutionist, Savarkar was also a very big figure in Marathi literature. Mm-hmm. He was a lyricist, he was a poet, he was a president of various literary society. Now, since I am not able to read Marathi, but this kind of great biography written by Purandhare, written by Vikram Sampath, is now giving us new lights. Reading those biography in Bengal, now I can fight with my communist friends when there is a debate that why Savarkar should be abused. I can at least say, if Savarkar can be abused for these 5 points, he should be appreciated or he should be remembered for these 5 points. Onimitra was talking about the Khulna Conference 1939.
Yeah.
Satyaki must be knowing, in 1937, when he was finally released and his new political life started, it's how the Hindutva politics will shape. That work started from 1937, but it took a complete shape in Calcutta 1939 when Savarkar came to attend Hindu Mahasabha meeting in Calcutta's Deshbandhu Park. At the same time, when Savarkar came in Calcutta 1939, he was being invited by Bengal में एक दूसरा हिंदू सभा भी था. There was another Hindu Sabha in Bengal that was called Bongio Hindu Sabha. This kind of things. These two Hindu Sabha later on merged. This particular Sabha, this Bengal Hindu Sabha, they had their conference in a place called Khulna. Khulna is a small town near Calcutta. After partition, it gone to Pakistan. Now it is in Bangladesh. There, Savarkar had his untouchability movement. He had food with untouchable people in Khulna. That means the movement what Savarkar did in Maharashtra, he also did in Bengal. But this thing, there is nobody in Bengal to tell this to Bengalis. Here the narrative is made in such a way, यहाँ पे वातावरण ऐसे बना के रखा है कि तुम केवल सावरकर को हेट करो. तुम सावरकर को हेट करो. You love Che Guevara, you love Stalin, but you hate Savarkar. When Savarkar is coming to Bengal and Savarkar is giving warning to Bengali Hindus that be prepared, you are sitting on a volcano. You do not know what is going to happen. And it is not that Bengal is not a place of Hindutva. As Onimitra was telling, the word Hindutva was not created by Savarkar. It was created by a Bengali called Chandranath Bose. He wrote a book many years ago. There he first used the word Hindutva. But it is not a militant Hindutva what Savarkar believes. And the Hindu Mela started in Bengal. And the Tagore family was very much involved.
But Somen, just a minute. But don't you think that the masculine Hinduism that was propounded by the Bengalis in the Hindu Mela in 1867 or endorsed by Bankim Chandra later on, even Bankim Chandra used the word Hindutva in his essays in Bongo Darshan, I do know that. Don't you think that the Hindu Mela and the masculine Hinduism was just a precursor or just a prelude to the militant nationalism later on? And don't you think that?
I am very much coming to that. Not only Hindu Mela, but Satyaki was telling the worshipping of arms. The worshipping of arms took place in Bengal. And it was encouraged by Sarala Devi. She was a niece of Rabindranath Tagore. She was the daughter of Rabindranath Tagore's elder sister. And she was very close friend of even Mahatma Gandhi once upon a time said, she's my spiritual wife. There was a rumor that Gandhi may divorce Kasturba and Gandhi may marry Sarala Devi. Now the Sarala Devi, she was such a progressive lady. She was the lady who sang the entire Vande Mataram for the first time on the Congress stage in Varanasi in 1905. In 1896, Rabindranath Tagore sang it in Calcutta, but he sang only first two paragraphs, not the entire song. But the entire song for the first time was performed on a Congress stage by none other than Sarala Devi. And she was invited on the stage to sing that song by a Maharashtrian, Mahamati Gokhale, who once said the dangerous thing which made more harm to Bengal, that what Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow. He should not say that the harm what Gokhale did with us, that gave us such a false pride and that gave us such a wrong overconfidence that now we are paying for last 70 years. That what Bengal thinks.
Somen, I would like to add one thing also. In 1906, the Shivaji Utsav was celebrated with pomp splendor in Bengal. Yes. And I think it was for the first time that Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Balakrishnavram Munje and Koparte along with Keshav Balram Hedgewar, a large number of dignified people from Maharashtra came to Calcutta. I think that was the most first political coordination between Maharashtra and Bengal in the modern context.
Let me tell you one thing. I am not saying all these things because Satyaki is there. Let me tell you the new emergence of India. It was done by Maharashtra and Bengal. It was done by Maharashtrians and Bengalis. Whether it is education, whether it is militant revolution, whether it is cinema, everything was with Bengal and Maharashtra. Industrialization of India. That was from Bombay and Calcutta only. And the communist movement. Communist movement was also simultaneously grown in Maharashtra and in Bengal. So what you said when Tilak came and Tilak popularized Shivaji Utsav in Bengal, Bengali people were so inspired, they also started thinking that who is our icon? Marathi people have their icon in Shivaji. But who is our icon? And at that point of time, Sarada Devi thought of celebrating Pratapaditya Utsav. Pratapaditya, who fought against Mughal. And although it was not very widely spread out, but few years in Bengal, a large section of people, they celebrated Pratapaditya Utsav. So the militant Hinduism was definitely there in Bengal. But even if you look when this Anushilan Samiti, Jugantar, and Aravinda Ghosh people, they are coming, they were all mingled with Hinduism. It is not that they are detached with Hinduism. Vande Mataram, the song, definitely it has a touch of worshipping the mother goddess, but definitely the outline is a Hindu outline. There is no debate on that. And it is a stupidity from Congress party in 1937, what Nehru did with the direct back of Rabindranath Tagore. They curtailed Vande Mataram, which they should not. And everybody criticized. Rabindranath Tagore was ruthlessly criticized by Bengali intellectuals for that. And Rabindranath Tagore, till his death, had to give continuous explanation why he said that. And you see that tragedy, the logic what Tagore shown, that this part of Vande Mataram should not be sung, because here, in the name of Mother India, Bankim is actually worshipping Hindu goddess. The same logic Bangladeshi people gave in 2017, and they removed Rabindranath Tagore's Bengali poem from their textbook. Same logic, same kind of things. There is a Bengali poem of Rabindranath Tagore called Matri Pratima. It's a Bengali poem. He wrote it in 1905, and there the structure of the poem is exactly what Bankim wrote in Vande Mataram. Nirotsi Chaudhuri, the titanic Bengali intellectual, who is not very popular in India, especially by Bengalis, because he was very big criticizer of Netaji Subhash Bose and everybody. Nirotsi Chaudhuri very clearly wrote, he has a book called Atmaghati Ravindranath, the suicidal Ravindranath. There he wrote that Hindutva of Ravindranath is no different from Hindutva of Bankim. And he gave two examples of two songs. One song is Vande Mataram, and one song, Matri Pratima, which 10 years or 20 years after Nirotsi's death was banned in Bangladesh, where 90% population is, they do not believe in Murti Puja. Now, as you said, that militant Hinduism in Bengalia, it was there. Definitely it was there. But as soon as the capital was moved out of Calcutta, capital was taken to Delhi, then there was a huge atrocity on Bengali militants, and then arrival of Gandhi. All this very, very candidly changed the shape of Bengali politics in Bengal. From 1920, suddenly Tilak dies. And the moment Tilak died, Gandhi became a tiger in Congress. There is nobody to challenge him. And Gandhi applied lot many things which was unique, which was extremely surprising. He mingled with people like a poor Indian. Instead of English, he started delivering speech in Gujarati and Hindi. He said that I am one of the people, I will travel in third class. See, all this may be drama. But in this country, drama sells. And Gandhi is perhaps the best person to show drama sells. And he sold it. He sold it. Being a communal by heart, Gandhi is the champion of communal harmony. Correct? If Gandhi is not communal, then why Gandhi did not accept his son when he became a Muslim? He should. He did not. Right? So, what I am saying, Bengal had a very unfortunate phase. Maharashtra also had a very unfortunate phase. Even, I will say, Maharashtra is also taken over by Gandhi. Although Bengal, Punjab and Maharashtra never accepted Gandhi by heart. Never. I am telling you, if possible, when Gandhi completed 150 years in 2016?
Perhaps. Might be.
2019. Tribune newspaper of Punjab, Chandigarh edition, they came up with a special supplement on Gandhi. In that supplement, there is an article, Gandhi and Punjab. And it was very clearly written that Punjab never accepted Gandhi. I was in Calcutta Literary Meet. I was hearing a session of Rajmohan Gandhi and Ramchandra Guha, where very ridiculously Ramchandra Guha, as he always does everywhere, talks more with no substances. Ramchandra Guha ridiculously said in an open meeting that Bengal and Maharashtra did not allow Gandhi to slip. He said that. And the moment he said that, there was a buzz in the audience. We were thinking that we will say something, but Gopal Gandhi, sorry, not Rajmohan Gandhi, Gopal Gandhi is a very intellectual man, very decent man, very well-spoken man. Gopal Gandhi said a wonderful thing. He said that Gandhi did not give Maharashtra and Punjab a sleepful night. Maharashtra and Bengal did not give Gandhi a sleepful night, but in the process, by awakening, both of them awake the nation. That's exactly what Gopal Krishna Gandhi said, which I really liked. Now, Maharashtra was also taken over by Gandhi, very honestly speaking. The moment Savarkar brothers were being sent here and everything was stopped after the Tilak, Govinda Ranade was history, Chafikar brothers was history. Now, after that, if you look, Maharashtra politics was also gradually taken over by Gandhi, then by communists. Same thing happened in Bengal. And when in 1939, Shama Prasad Mukherjee joined Hindu Mahasabha, because in 1937, Bengal could not form a Congress government. There was a new era of Muslim rule in Bengal, as it happened many years ago, 700, 800 years ago, when Ikhtiaruddin Muhammad bin Bakhtiar Khilji invaded Bengal and Bengal became an Islamic hotbed. Even when there was a Hindu king in Kashmir, imagine there was a Hindu king ruling Kashmir. Bengal became a Muslim state. Bengal was ruled by Muslim. So Bengal was a very ancient time. Bengal had a Muslim rulers and Hindu is a suppressed lot. Now in 1937, again Bengal saw a Muslim rule. The rule of Muslim League and Fazlul Haq's Krishak Praja Party. That particular time, when in 1937, Muslim League started to implement one and after anti-Hindu agenda. Whether it is Calcutta Corporation Act, whether it is University Bill, whether it is making Urdu compulsory in Bengali school, everything. That was the time when Shama Prasad Mukherjee, who was not a politician, who was an educationist and very famous educationist, he created a lobby, he created a platform with super fine Bengali intellectuals that include scientists like Meghnad Saha, Prafulla Chandra Roy, iconic statesmen like Rabindranath Tagore. He was also with Shama Prasad Mukherjee, although Rabindranath never shared a stage with Shama Prasad. But there was a meeting where Rabindranath Tagore was supposed to be present. He could not come for his poor health. His written speech was read out in support of Shama Prasad's movement. Now, Shama and Jadunath Sharkar, the iconic historian, the person like Shuniti Kumar Chakrabarty.
Rabindranath Tagore shared the dance with Shama Prasad Mukherjee when he gave the convocation speech in Bengal in Calcutta University.
I know, but that was not a political speech.
Well, certainly not. But
that is a great thing. Rabindranath Tagore was the first man in Calcutta University who delivered the speech in Bengali.
But that's not all. It was the first time the Muslim League boycotted the convocation speech. It was in the language of the idolatries. Yes. What's more striking is that the same Muslim League's Youth Front fought for the same Bengali language in 1952's freedom language movement in East Pakistan, Dhaka.
See, that's a
don't you think? Well, I don't think different, but it's important in Chile.
See, in 1952 language movement of Pakistan, which is now Bangladesh, East Pakistan, that was not for the love of Bengali language. My dear friend, after the creation of Pakistan, every power gone to Punjabi Muslim, Sindhi Muslim, and Bengali Muslim, who did maximum for Muslim League. Bengal gave maximum number of seats to Jinnah, right? Yeah. Bengal gave maximum number of money, the maximum fund that was mobilized from Calcutta, Isfahani.
And
was
and not
all-
all, and not only that, hadn't there been the Bengali Muslims, there would have been no Pakistan movement even. We must speak to
But I'm
ourselves.
saying that the Muslim League was born in Bengal. Muslim
Yeah.
League was born in Dhaka. Muslim League was funded by a businessman who is not based in Bombay. He's based in Calcutta, Isfahani. There was a time, all three political parties of India, Congress, Muslim League, and Hindu Mahasabha. Mahasabha was very small. All were funded from Calcutta. G.D. Birla, Ramakrishna Dalmia, they used to give money to Congress. M.A. Ishpahani and then Dada Daud, they used to give money to Muslim League. And Jugal Kishore Birla used to give money to Hindu Mahasabha. Even to Savarkar, you know that. Satyaki must be knowing.
Yeah.
When Savarkar came to Ratnagiri, he used to get a regular money from Calcutta and used to send by Jugal Kishore Birla.
And Somen, not only Jugal Kishore Birla, but the Hindu Mahasabha, a huge number of money was also pumped into Hindu Mahasabha by the Bengali banks. You know that in Kumilla, the lots of banks, Kumilla was known for the banks and the tanks, according to history, and lots of Bengal institutions at the time pumped in the support and endorsements to Hindu Mahasabha at the time. There's a doubt to it. It must be accepted.
Anyway, the tragedy is the untimely. Firstly, Savarkar's arrest after the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi, that shaken Hindu Mahasabha.
Just a minute. Just a minute. It's a different phase. We shall come to it later on. We shall come to the Gandhi phase later, since it is a part and is a part and parcel of the subject of struggles and evolution of Hindutva. Okay, it's a next chapter. We shall consider later on. Please contribute this, please.
Yeah. So what I was saying that definitely from 1920 onwards, when Gandhi became such a titanic in Indian politics, and he created a fan following in Bengal, and also in Maharashtra, across India. But across India is different, but intellectual Bengal and intellectual Maharashtra is also really different. Intellectual Bengal accepted Gandhi, it also castigated Gandhi. But it accepted Gandhi more than castigation, I must say. Same thing in Maharashtra. Today, entire Maharashtra, if you go, even the Wardha also in Maharashtra, right? Gandhi chose Wardha, which is in Maharashtra right now. And there is nothing wrong in it. I will say, when I go to Bombay and I see various memorial of Gandhi, I really like it. Even in last August, I was in Bombay for the last time. I visited Mani Bhavan. Although I visited Savarkar Bhavan as well, but I visited Mani Bhavan also. So there is nothing wrong in that. Whenever I go Pune, I go to Aga Khan Palace. There is nothing wrong in that. You see,
what makes you like Gandhi? What makes you like Gandhi?
See, very honestly speaking, you can castigate Gandhi, you can criticize Gandhi for 100 things. But there is no doubt that Gandhi changed Indian politics. Whether for an evil design or for a great design, it's a different thing. If Gandhi would not be there, Indian politics would be very different. And Gandhi shown that in India, even today, the politics of India is very much in the model of Gandhi. Even today,
just tell me. Okay, please continue. Please continue the sentence. Please finish the sentence.
Even today, it is a very common perception. A good leader is one who stays in a hut, who wears Hawai chappal, who does not make property, who eats vegetarian food. But whatever nonsense Gandhi established, everything is the fundamental principle in India today to be a good politician.
Are you trying to bring Gandhiji into a feminine perspective?
No, it is not like that. I am only saying his achievement. See, can I share a personal experience with you? It happened just 15 days back. I was in Europe. In Hungary, in Budapest. Just it happened 18th of July. Not even 1 month. I was in Budapest, and there I had an issue with my ticket. I purchased a ticket in a metro station, but it did not validate it. I forgot to validate it. As I did not validate it, I was charged by a railway officer, and he fined me. Although I had a ticket, he fined me some amount. When I was arguing with him, see, I have a valid ticket. I am not a trespasser. Please give me a chance. The machine is there. I am doing it. He said, no, you are under the camera, so you have to give the fine. I paid the fine, 90 euro. Not a small amount, 90 euro for 3 people. And the police was telling, if you do not accept this, I will call police. The railway officer said, I will call police. Now, police will charge you this much of amount. One thing crossed in my mind. Now, if police comes, they may ask my passport. They can, right? They can. A railway officer cannot, in a foreign country, a railway officer cannot ask my passport, but a police can.
Certainly, it can.
I thought, okay, fine. The mistake is from my side. I paid 90 euro, 36,000 font Hungarian in their currency. In Indian currency, 8,000 rupees plus. And I came out. And then I thought how brave Gandhi was. In South Africa, he was being thrown out of a railway compartment, right? I am telling you, both of you, 99 people out of 100 after that incident would have come back. They would not stay. That you are having a ticket and you are being thrown out of a compartment because you are black. That man did not. Now, that may also another drama. I do not know. But if that is not a drama, that is a learning tool. I understood how brave Gandhi was and how less brave I am. So
okay, so then just leave aside the ifs and buts. I would like to ask a very straight question. Had there been no Gandhi, what would have been the scenario of Indian politics? Had there been no Gandhi?
There may be good, there may be bad.
Yeah.
There may be good is that people who were working from abroad, people like Vikaji Kama, people like Savarkar, people like Jatindranath Mukhopadhyay, the Bengal school, they would have created a mutiny in army, British army, and India would have seen a revolution like Russia 1917, because Bolshevik revolution had a huge impact in India. Even Savarkar was also moved by that, right? Another thing is
and what's the wrong?
The Gandhi school would not bomb. Let us assume that Gandhi is not arriving from South Africa. Tilak is living for another 10 years, right? There is a huge school of militant nationalism, Maharashtra, Punjab and Bengal, who are showing paths to the entire country. There is a mutiny in British army. Arms are coming from Germany. In First World War, it was planned, right? Jatindranath Mukhopadhyay, Raj Bihari Bose, even Savarkar also planned that, right?
Yeah.
That would have been a great revolution India could have seen. After that, what would happen? You do not know. India would have been another Soviet Union, disintegration. And Gandhi's arrival gave us another kind of India. I am not sure whether India's disintegration will not happen. It may happen. But one thing is sure, that Gandhi showed another way of politics. I will not say Gandhi gave us freedom. No. Second World War gave us freedom. The result of Second World War, in which British was financially drained out, and in their own country there was a huge criticism. What is the point of keeping colonies? In their election, Winston Churchill got defeated by Attlee, and Attlee's party, Labour Party, in the election they gave a manifesto that if we are coming to power, we will decolonize every country. So that is why we got. That is why we got.
Shobanda, so in a true sense, we must express a gratitude to the Nazis and Adolf Hitler for our independence.
Sorry, come again. I could not get that.
Should we express our gratitude to the Nazis and Adolf Hitler for this independence?
That is a very sarcastical thing. I mean, Nazi.
But just a minute. Hadn't the Nazis attacked Britain so vehemently, that they would not have been drained out of the wealth, I think.
Different thing, but giving thanks to Nazi means saying that what Subhash Bose did is correct. I will be the last person to say that.
I am not trying to come to this episode, sir. But as far as 1999 is concerned, we must express something. But we must be true to the history.
let me
We
let me
must
come,
be true to history.
let,
Now,
let,
okay,
let me
okay,
come to the orbit of the
okay,
discussion.
okay, sir,
And we
fine.
are discussing
Yeah.
the Hinduism, how it shaped in Maharashtra and Bengal. Now, let me
Mm.
tell you another thing, another very unfortunate thing. What happened that after Subhash Bose lost his position in Congress, the first city that he traveled is Bombay. He gone to
Mhm.
Bombay, he met Jinnah, and but he met Savarkar. And with Savarkar, he had a deal. And based on that deal, he came back to Calcutta. He had an election deal with Shama Prasad Mukherjee in impending Calcutta Corporation election. The last moment, thanks to Subhash Bose's adamant attitude, irrational attitude, that thing could not shape up. And Subhash
Well,
Bose shaped it to this condition.
Sumana, we must stop here. Okay. Now, I am just trying to make that when we're talking of the struggles and the evolution of Hindutva, now we must enter a very critical phase of the Gandhi movement. Okay. And Satyaki, I should. You are you will allow me to discuss on this, okay? Since your family got ravaged at the time, so any personal reasons? Shall I go on with this, please?
Uh, which topic? The
No,
Gandhiji's
no.
murder?
Yeah, Gandhi's murder. But my question is that since your family, the gods and the server communities are completely ravaged, destructed, it might be there might be some personal note to you. But since we are talking about the struggles and the evolution of Hindutva, this decision, this discourse is extremely necessary for us. So, can we discuss on this, please?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
One small request. I have to
Yeah.
leave. So I just have 5 minutes, but you can continue
Okay.
this.
Oh, no. We will finish within the next 10 minutes. Please give us 5 minutes more. We will leave within
Oh,
the next 10 minutes. Okay.
sure. Sorry for that.
Now, Somen, as far as the critical phase is concerned, there was the Gandhi murder, and for that the Hindu march was banned. But despite the fact there is hardly any presence of any FIR report or post-mortem examination report of the same corpse of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, the entire stage took place. Nathuram Godse was hanged. The whole Savarkar family suffered. The Godse family is also socialized from Maharashtra, and all it led to the marginalization of Hindutva. Do you think it's a result of a conspiracy? What Shomenda first, and then I would like to come to Satyaki. First,
See,
Shomenda, do you think it's a conspiracy?
thing is that the assassination of Gandhi is not an organizational decision. It was a
Hmm.
decision of couple of people in Pune, definitely Karkare, Bagde, and Nathuram Godse and everybody. It was definitely whether Savarkar's direct motivation worked or not. That is a question of debate. But if Savarkar had any plan of killing Gandhi, Savarkar would not kill him in Delhi. Savarkar had lot of other places to kill Gandhi, number one. Number two, in 1948, there was no need of killing Gandhi. The situation was so bad for Gandhi, I am sure in next 6 months, Gandhi would have been lynched anywhere in Punjab, Sindh, Bengal or Maharashtra. That was waiting for Mahatma Gandhi. So by killing Gandhi, there was an additional greatness added in his biography. Number one.
Okay. Well, I do have a strong diverse opinion to you, sir, but Gandhi was still there, a very great figure, and he was and the way he managed 55 crores for Pakistan, and the way he was trying to.
I have a question to ask Satyaki because he will leave shortly. Satyaki, एक सवाल पूछना है तुमको. ये
जी.
30th January 1948, after the killing of Gandhi, we know there was a large-scale atrocities on Chitpavan Brahmins in Pune, Bombay, and Nasik, and many places, right? Many people
Yes,
were
yes.
murdered, and everything was
Yes.
organized by Congressy gundas, right? I just
Exactly.
want to have some newspaper testimonials on that, whether in Marathi or English. Can you help us? Because when I search net, firstly there
Mhm.
is hardly any report on that in Calcutta newspapers. Statesman,
Okay.
Hindustan Standard, there is hardly any news. But if possible, if your family has anything, that how this cold-blooded murder was conducted by a group of people who thought that Gandhi was apostle of Ahimsa, and this is the way they took the revenge on Maharashtrians. by killing, I think, lot many people. 100 people were murdered in next 2-3 days in Bombay, Pune, Nagpur,
Uh,
Nasik.
Close to 100. Yes, close to 100.
And please,
And
if possible,
it was not only in the big cities. The atrocities were let down even in the remote parts of Maharashtra,
great.
in even in small
I have a
villages.
plan. I have a plan to make a very honest write up on that. Not create any malice, but since people do not know this part of history, that how nice people are who were follower of Gandhi, I think one particular article in Bengali or English in my lifetime I will write, and I need your help in that. I don't have any archival
Sure thing.
support on this.
Sure
Now,
thing. I
okay.
believe there are 2-3 books.
Hmm. Hmm.
There were 2 books published. I believe they were in 1960s or 70s, and there is one more book which is recently published. I'll certainly purchase that book, and
But those
if
are in
possible,
Marathi or those are in English?
those are in Marathi. Those are in Marathi.
Oh, then तो it will be a challenge for me. अच्छा ठीक है, you keep it with you. You keep it with you.
Yes, yes,
I will
yes.
search
We'll
any of my Maharashtrian friend who can read it out for me.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I can help you.
Okay, I will the last question is Satyaki. Satyaki, okay, Sam, please focus on Satyaki, please. Okay, Satyaki, there is a very critical question that the Gandhi murder that happened in Delhi at the time
Mhm.
was without the documents of any FIR. There is no such presence of any FIR or postmortem in the National Archive even till that. Okay, so it was nothing but a travesty of democracy or justice in India. Even we have learned that Nathuram Godse tried to send the entire case to the Privy Council, but it wasn't allowed. So, has your family ever thought to move against it in the later decades to find out the reality? Has your family ever thought?
Not really, because whatever decision was taken, it was of his own.
Hmm.
Like Nathuramji, in his statement, he had mentioned that he didn't want a mercy, and
Hmm.
he wanted uh, to be punished for what
Hmm.
he has done. So, for us as a family members, it was really a open and close case. What we can say, we did not try to investigate further. Uh,
Hmm.
I know that there are a lot of news that the FIR wasn't there. The post-mortem never
Hmm.
happened, uh,
Hmm.
but it was like 75 years now, and
Hmm.
our family members do not want the case to be reopened, reinvestigated. Of course, there is a lot of research is going on. I know Prakhar Srivastav has written a book called as Hey Ram recently.
Hmm.
Uh, Tushar Gandhi, in his own capacity, has written a book, "Let Us Kill Gandhi," which again is defaming Savarkar.
Well, a person
And
named
it
by
is
Mr. A person, some Mr. Furnavis has also filed an RTI, isn't it? And Furnavis, do you know the name? From Pune, I think a person called Furnavis has framed an RTI to the government of India.
oh, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
Uh-huh.
Fadnis. His name is Fadnis.
Yeah,
Uh,
Furnace.
but
Okay.
yes, but the thing is that uh, it will be someone from surname Savarkar will be
Mm-hmm.
needed to appeal
Mm-hmm.
in Supreme Court, I guess, or first in High Court to remove that particular paragraph which is defaming Savarkarji. Remove that paragraph from Kapoor Commission's statements.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, so
I'll take up
Satyaki,
that,
hmm.
and
Just last
yeah,
but not the least, the
And
last question
Satyaki,
from me.
और एक question पूछना है सत्यकी को. Satyaki, I read somewhere that your grandfather, elder brother of Veer Savarkar, he came to
mhm.
Calcutta and met Swami Vivekanand. This is correct.
uh, this doesn't seem to be true. I have
Okay.
not read. I mean, I have read
Then
his biography, but I have not
it
read
must be a fake
this
news,
incident.
another fake news. Okay,
Yeah,
Well,
और
Nara,
next,
Well, Somen Narayan Savarkar came to Calcutta perhaps in 1908 or 6, I think, with Hedgewar-ji. They were the
Narayan
they.
Savarkar to young,
He is asking about elder brother. That means
elder
Baba.
brother.
Okay.
Narayan Savarkar to younger brother.
Oh, the Babarao Savarkar. He's again Babarao Savarkar.
See, this is
Okay.
true. Though Veer Savarkar wrote a letter to Narayan Savarkar whether he has chosen a Bengali girl to marry, whether he is in love with a Bengali girl. Because this line I found in this biography. I mean, Baiva Purandar's biography.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Satyaki,
last question to you.
Mhm.
The Hindu Mahasabha, that's the parent party of your family and also to Bengal, has been on a disarray from ever since the Gandhi murder. It has not been able to come up till this moment. Do you think there is the need of a reimages of Hindu Mahasabha? Do you think so?
Absolutely yes, because there are some flaws, like I mentioned when I was talking earlier. There are some flaws which needs to be rectified, and we need a strong party. Now, I will not call it as opposition, but a strong party which will keep checks, okay, regular checks on any government, what the decisions are made out of, or how we should proceed further, and how we should kill this jihad or this Naxalism. So I would rather say there is a strong need of either Hindu Mahasabha or any other party which is going to take forward Savarkar's Hindutva.
So with all this, we come to an end of this discussion. Hope you've enjoyed. If you enjoyed, you please like the video, subscribe, and share it to the others. We do express our heartfelt gratitude to Satyaki Savarkar and also to Mr. Somen Sengupta for being with us as to grace the occasion. We have spoken lots on the struggles and evolution of Hindutva, but this is just a beginning. We have still more to ask and more to do and more to work on. So all with you, thank you for being with us. Goodbye and good night. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Shubharatri.
good night. Good night.
Shubharatri.
Good night, Satyaki. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Dhanyawad.